What's good, people? It's Afrese and here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then welcome to the channel. Today I'll be talking about a very controversial debate in the anime community: Itachi versus Pain or Nagato. This is one of the few matchups that people in the fandom haven't really come to a general conclusion on who wins, which is surprising because the answer seems pretty obvious, but nonetheless, I'm here to dead that whole thing. If you're new to the channel, go check my previous videos to see what it do. Make sure you like the videos, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications for new uploads. Without further ado, let's dive in. Now for this fight, the forms of both characters will be divided into two. First, I'll compare their pre-Edo Tensei forms, which is when they were both still alive in the Akatsuki. So that's the 6 parts of Pain versus Alive Itachi. And then after, I'll proceed to compare them in their Edo Tensei state. Let's start with raw power and attack potency. When it comes to Itachi, right off the bat, he scales right above the legendary Sannin, or at least 2 of them. We know he fought Orochimaru when they were both in the Akatsuki, and with his Genjutsu, he was able to make quick work of him. And when they met again after Orochimaru possessed Sasuke's body through the curse mark seal, Itachi using his Susanoo was able to physically match Orochimaru's 8-headed serpent, which according to the data books is supposed to be his strongest form. Itachi is able to contend with Orochimaru in this form after fighting a deadly battle with curse mark Sasuke and was already at his limits, which is very impressive. And ultimately he sealed Orochimaru using the Totsuka blade. Previous to these events, in his first appearance in the source material, Itachi fights Kakashi, Asuma, and Kurenai in part 1. And of course, he makes light work of them, particularly Kakashi, who got caught under his Tsukuyomi and had his ass landed in a hospital bed for a week. Along the course of this visit, Itachi alongside Kisame would eventually run into Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sannin. And Itachi and Kisame had to run for their life, which according to Itachi, believes that even with Kisame's help, he wasn't certain they could take down Jiraiya. Some people say this is cap and Itachi was only saying this to keep up his double agent cover as he was truly an ally all along and didn't want to hurt Jiraiya, which seems very logical. Until you think about the fact that he had no problems fighting the other Jonins like Asuma, Kurenai and Kakashi. But when he laid eyes on Jiraiya, he dipped. Who knows, maybe he wasn't bluffing. I just decided to put this out there, so take it as you will. So that's it for Alive Itachi's feats when it comes to raw power and attack potency. Let's move on to Pain. Pain scales well above the likes of the legendary Sannin, Mangekyo Sharingan Kakashi, Hanzo the Salamander, and Sage Mode Naruto, who massively outscales Curse Mark Sasuke, who was giving Itachi trouble. And it doesn't even stop there. Pain faced the entire Hidden Leaf village by himself and completely bodied every single shinobi that stood in his path. And then Naruto showed up, fully prepared in perfect Sage Mode, full intel on Pain's abilities, and on top of all of that, he had prep time, and guess what? Pain still kicked his ass. But does it stop there? Nope, it actually gets better. After seeing Hinata supposedly dying, Naruto gets enraged and goes into Six Tails form, which is even way superior to his Sage Mode. And then Tendo Pain was still able to take him on and completely subdue him, even to the point where Naruto started to sprout 8 tails just to break out of his planetary devastation. Just to put into perspective how strong 6 Tails Naruto is, we all remember from early Shippuden when Jiraiya talked about how Naruto almost killed him. That was only 4 Tails Naruto. He was able to almost kill a suppressed base Jiraiya, and we all know how strong Jiraiya is. And let's not forget the fights where 4 Tails Naruto completely bodied and whooped Orochimaru's ass. He beat Orochimaru so bad, his body started to reject him and he had to retreat. And then 6 Tails is levels above that. Remember, Jiraiya and Orochimaru are legendary Sannin. So yeah, and then 6 Tails is just leagues above that. So while Itachi at his best is struggling to take on Curse Mark Sasuke and White Snake Orochimaru, Pain is able to easily overpower characters in a whole different league like Sage Mode Naruto and 6 Tails version 2 Kyuubi Naruto. And before anybody brings up the cliche he wasn't trying to kill Sasuke arguments, which I won't deny is true, it doesn't change the fact that Sasuke still pushed him to his utmost limits. And to finish it off, Pain also wasn't trying to kill Naruto as he had to capture him alive in order to extract the Bijo out of him. So he couldn't go for the kill even if he wanted to. With all that being said, raw power easily goes to Pain. Let's move on to speed. Itachi in his alive state is fast enough to react to Orochimaru and Curse Mark Sasuke, who is faster than Akatsuki members like Deidara. And for the record, Itachi has light speed attack and reaction speed as confirmed with attacks like his water bullets which move at the speed of light. For Pain speed, he's fast enough to react to Kakashi's Raikiri at point blank range, twice. And he could react to Sage Mode Naruto's attacks like his Rasen Shuriken. And when Naruto transformed, he could physically outrun the Six Tails in a race and react to his attacks as well. So speed should also go to Pain, unless you think Curse Mark Sasuke and Orochimaru are faster than Sage Naruto and Six Tails, then yeah. Let's move on to durability. For Itachi's durability, it's pretty average, or just right above it, as he got hurt by Sasuke multiple times in their fights, so his physical durability is only about as good as the level of opponents he struggled with. But with Susanoo, he gets a great buff when that skeleton shield comes around to protect him. In his fight with Sasuke, Susanoo was even strong enough to protect him from Sasuke's Kirin, so yeah. On the other hand, Pain's durability is ridiculous. The weaker parts of Pain could withstand multiple attacks from Sage Mode Jiraiya, and in their fight with Kakashi, the robotic Pain was able to survive a point-blank Raikiri. And it keeps going. Tendo Pain withstood a couple of hits from Sage Mode Naruto and could take multiple hits from Six Tails as well. Like at that point, Tendo was taking a whole beating from Kyuubi Naruto. Physical durability easily goes to Pain, while Itachi should be able to match that with his Susanoo. Moving on to stamina. As for Itachi, his stamina is terrible. He spent most of his days preserving and prolonging his life with pills as his health has been deteriorating due to some nasty illness he had, waiting for the day his brother can face him and avenge the Uchiha clan. And when they finally fought each other, his eyesight was already blurry and he could barely go on for long without coughing up blood, so yeah. Pain on the other hand took on the entire Konoha and its ninja army, killed Kakashi and leveled the entire Hidden Leaf village, faced Sage Mode Naruto and the Toads of Mount Miyoboku, and still had enough stamina to survive the full onslaught of the Six Tails, and then still faced Sage Mode Naruto again. All these battles fought consecutively without rest before he was finally put down. So yeah. Let's move on to their hacks abilities. Itachi has abilities like Amaterasu, which are black flames that ignite their target on sight, and these flames can't go out or be put out unless the caster turns it off using their own visual prowess. But most importantly, Itachi is skilled in genjutsu usage. I dare say he is the best at using it when it comes to subtlety. He also happens to possess one of the most broken genjutsus in the whole verse, the Tsukuyomi. Itachi also has two spirit weapons, which are the Totsuka Blade and the Yata Mirror. The Totsuka Blade seals anything he pierces and the Yata Mirror reflects any attack. As for Pain, he has quite a few devastating hacks abilities like his ninjutsu absorption technique, soul extraction, King of Hell regeneration, gravity manipulation in form of almighty push and universal pull, and of course the majestic planetary devastation. So yeah, they both have incredible hacks abilities. Moving on to the last on the list, which is Battle IQ. When it comes to battle intelligence, Itachi is easily in the top 10s of the verse. He's shown on multiple occasions that he's capable of reading battle logistics in an instant and can easily break down his opponent's jutsus and come up with the perfect counter plans of his own to retaliate. Itachi is pretty big brain for real. As for Pain, he's definitely not as battle smart as Itachi, but he is intelligent in his own right. He has shown that he's capable of assessing his opponents and understanding their ninjutsus while finding ways to work around them, like how he analyzed Naruto's Rasen Shuriken time limit in Sage Mode and his fight with Jiraiya as well. Now, analysis and breakdown is done and it's time for the verdict. Who wins this fight? Well, Pain wins this fight. Pain is bodying Itachi. On numerous occasions, feats have proven him superior to Itachi in power, speed and durability, and even Itachi's opponents as well. Even if Itachi were to attempt using genjutsu, his chances of catching all 6 parts of Pain under it at the same time is just too low, especially when intel and intelligence is considered. Even the dumbest characters know not to stare into an Uchiha's eyes for no reason. And Pain already has the advantage in speed and numbers thanks to the other parts of Pain who all share a combined vision, which increases perception. And if somehow Itachi is able to put some of them under genjutsu, all that does is alert the remaining parts about their ability and then they know to watch out for it. Itachi also doesn't have any crowd control abilities or techniques unless he goes into his Susanoo, while the animal part of Pain can flood the entire battlefield with summonings that can wreak havoc as well as take insane levels of damage. If Itachi uses ninjutsus like Fireball Jutsu or Amaterasu, the Preta part of Pain can easily absorb it. If he doesn't get bodied in the first 10 minutes of the fight, he'll be forced to pull out his Susanoo and things only get worse for him. Sure, he gets a massive boost in power and durability, but not only does he have terrible stamina to sustain it, especially against a freak like Pain. The more he uses the Susanoo, the worse his eyesight blurs out and ultimately his vision fades to complete blindness. Itachi also has the Yata mirror, which is pretty broken in its own right, but it's not omnidirectional and it doesn't take that much brain power to just go around to attack the parts of the Susanoo without a shield, and with Pain's numbers, attacks from all sides is light work. As for the Totsuka blade, it can slash things off, but the sealing ability only takes effect when the blade pierces its target, which in this case it's too slow to do unless you think Tendo Pain is dumb enough to just stand in one spot. Itachi can pretty much try out any ability he wants to use, but Pain just had counters every single thing in his arsenal. And when he proves too stubborn, Pain just whips out the Chibaku Tensei and it's wraps for Itachi. Game over. 6 parts of Pain completely destroy alive Itachi mid-difficulty. At best, Itachi takes out 3 to 4 parts like Jiraiya, but he's absolutely getting packed by Tendo Pain. Now, what about their Edo Tensei forms? Edo Uchiha Itachi vs Edo Nagato, who wins? Does Itachi finally get the dub now? Does anything change? Well, in a way yes, but not in the way you think. If anything, Itachi's chances only get worse and he gets stomped even further. When they both got revived in the war, Itachi faced Killer Bee and KCM1 Naruto, who he traded blows with multiple times, and as impressive as that is, it holds no candle to what Nagato did, who completely manhandled KCM1 Naruto and Killer Bee at the same time. Not only was he able to react to Killer Bee in his version 2 state, but he easily washed him and Naruto simultaneously while Itachi couldn't even land a single hit on either of them when he only had to face them separately. Already the speed gap is ridiculous. Even when Itachi proceeded to fight Kabuto, he was still completely outclassed in power and speed. He couldn't land attacks on his own and he needed help from EMS Sasuke to create openings for him to land his attacks. And then people will say, but Itachi is pretty smart. You outsmart Nagato, he sealed him with the Totsuka blade. Well, that intelligence is pretty overrated, especially in a fight where he's clearly outclassed him speed and raw power. Intelligence doesn't mean jack shit when you don't actually have the power to finish things off. Itachi himself proved this to us. In their fight when Nagato launched his planetary devastation, Itachi's intelligence could only take him so far. He still needed help from KCM, Naruto and B just to destroy Nagato's Chibaku Tensei. If it wasn't for the Rasen Shuriken and Biyudama assist, it would have been wraps for him. He analyzed the situation and realized his power wasn't enough and he asked for help. Something he clearly wouldn't have if it were a 1v1 fight. And as for the Totsuka blade, he only took advantage of the blast smoke to sneak a zombie-controlled Nagato who was under the influence of Kabuto. While Itachi was fully in control of his own body and with an Edo Tensei body, he would have no illness and his fighting strength and stamina would be at its peak. If he could do it all on his own, he would have done it. It's that simple. And just because Itachi is very smart doesn't mean everyone else is dumb. So long story short, dead or alive, Pain Nagato is washing Itachi. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like the video. Be sure to share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications for new uploads. I know I took a break. I went on hiatus for some weeks and it's because life was just kicking me in the balls. But I'm back and I'm better. And yeah, be expecting more bangers like this. So yeah. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.